My mother gave away my dog while I was in the hospital, so I gave away her peace of mind. My mother had to control everything in our house. She rearranged my bedroom while I was at work and swore she never touched it. She threw out my college yearbooks, calling them clutter, then denied it. She moved my medication to safer places and forgot where. Each time she'd gaslight me, saying I was being forgetful. After my divorce took my kids and home, I moved into mom's spare room. The control stuff got worse right away. She called my boss pretending to be me and canceled a shift. When I asked her about it, she insisted I'd agreed over breakfast. She gave away my winter coats during spring cleaning. When I got upset, she claimed I'd asked her to. I started writing down our conversations in a journal. She found it and said it proved my memory was bad. Everything got worse when I brought home Buddy from the shelter. This golden retriever became my only comfort. Mom saw him as competition she couldn't control. She'd leave the gate open and move his bowls around daily. My emergency gallbladder surgery gave her the perfect chance. She promised to watch Buddy while I recovered. Each visit, she'd tell me weird stuff about his behavior. He wasn't eating, was mean to people, had bitten someone. On day 4, she showed up crying that Buddy had run away. My friend saw him at the shelter's adoption event. The papers showed Mom gave him up as aggressive. The new family wouldn't give him back. When I showed her the shelter paperwork, she didn't miss a beat. She said I'd begged her to find Buddy a new home while I was high on painkillers. We'd apparently had a whole conversation I couldn't remember. I sat there holding those papers while Mom kept lying. She pulled out her phone to call my ex about my worrying mental state. She said my paranoia about her moving things had turned into dangerous delusions. First you think I'm rearranging things, now you're making up conversations, she said calmly. Maybe losing custody messed you up more than we thought. That's when it all clicked in my head. She'd been doing this to me for years. She'd taken Buddy when I couldn't defend myself and was gaslighting me about it. I didn't argue with her anymore that day. I just nodded and let her think she'd won. But I decided she needed to feel what she'd been doing to others. She needed to know what it was like to doubt every memory. 2 months after surgery, I studied Mom's daily routine like I was preparing for a test. She was proud of her perfect memory and how organized she was. Coffee at 6 a.m. from the same blue mug every morning. Pills arranged by size in the medicine cabinet. Reading glasses always on the kitchen counter by the coffee maker. Car keys on the third hook by the door. During a fake makeup lunch, I apologized and borrowed her keys to make copies. I also found her hidden spare key under the fake rock by her roses. I took pictures of every room, drawer, and surface in her house. I learned which days she went grocery shopping and when she had book club. I figured out when she took her sleeping pills and how hard she slept. I picked up extra hospital shifts that matched when I needed to be at her house. Her neighbor mentioned Mom seemed forgetful lately when we were chatting. I agreed and said I'd been worried about her too. The first week, I made small changes during her book club meetings. Her blue mug showed up in the dishwasher when she always hand washed it. Her reading glasses moved from the kitchen counter to the bathroom sink. She'd stop and look confused before fixing things. By week 3, I got bolder during her grocery trips and after she took sleeping pills. Her pills that were organized by size got rearranged alphabetically. The TV remote ended up in the silverware drawer. Her car keys were on the first hook instead of the third. Week 5 pushed her over the edge when things moved by themselves. She put security cameras all over the house and watched them constantly. I checked out the camera angles during a visit and found the blind spots. Her garden gnomes still turned to face different directions each morning. Her spice rack that was labeled got reorganized by color instead of alphabetically. She started writing down every weird thing in a notebook with times and details. She blamed the mailman for moving stuff when he delivered packages. She changed her locks twice and didn't give anyone new keys. She got smart locks that sent alerts to her phone. She bought motion sensors for every room and slept in different spots. The spare key under the fake rock was the one thing she forgot about. By week 8, she made 3 different doctor appointments to test her memory. She called me crying about maybe having dementia like her mother. She was too mixed up to even think about calling my ex anymore. I don't know what's real anymore, she cried on the phone. Maybe I really am losing it like you said. I comforted her while switching her shoes around by color instead of style. The woman who used to gaslight others now doubts every memory. She writes everything down constantly, too unsure to testify about anything. I keep her doubt going with random moved items. A puppy showed up months later. I don't trust myself anymore. She'll never know what's real. I'm the only one with the answer.